can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on first down, Stevens. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. The receiving numbers for Kenny Stills in last week's game. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 25 yards that time. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
He finds Hearns left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run with Drake. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On the left side, this is Stills. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking that time for Stills, and that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, Stevens. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Allen Hurns. On 1st and 10, Stevens. It's complete. Stills. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 1st down, Stevens. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Third and base, let's go. This defense focus. Let up.
Off the play fake, Stevens. Completes it to Hurns. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they decline. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevens. His throw incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
I've had my mic muted, which was straight.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14.
Okay. Oh.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami.
That's a little weird. I've had my mic muted for 14 minutes.
Second touchdown of the
realize
afternoon.
Well. Ori, if you could have, kind of told me that you couldn't hear me, that might have been a little bit better.
Down. Stevens.
Ori, like, if you could just tell me, hey, I can't hear you. That would have been nice.
The catch and
but
run,
instead,
good
you
for
just walk in
24 yards.
You don't tell me a thing.
What may seem
Ori,
a little
did we
unorthodox to some
seriously miss
people,
our extra
got the
point?
lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And this is complete. It's Allen. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I've had my mic muted the entire game,
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Stevens. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills.
Okay. Well, let's go for 2 here. Come on, just go for it.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he showed off the athletic juke.
Hey,
good little gain
he only
there.
has
Not a
negative
whole lot
1
of
yard.
real estate,
That's
but a nice
dope,
carry.
Drake. Good job, Drake.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts
You now have 1 yard out of 9 rushes.
But now is
You
the time to start using those
positive
timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
I am so proud of you. Good job, Drake.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And he's
out
going
of
to be
bounds.
intercepted
No,
the third
he's
time.
out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds.
Tre'Davious
Out
White
of
with a
bounds.
pick.
No, he was
Gosh, you
out
add
of
up
bounds. He was out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
Out comes the Dolphin
He
offense
was out
now
of
as they get
bounds.
set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's actually kind of tricky, but...
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevens. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Stevens. And
okay, that was a terrible.
Maybe the turning point they need.
That was a terrible.
Picked up by Micah Hyde.
That's good.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Let's run the ball.
Here we go.
Let's just run the ball. Good old Drakey.
On first down, Drake.
Drake just have the ball.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You know what?
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go. Well, sorry I had my mic muted the whole game. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, guys. And I will probably be recording around 6:30 or so, 5:30, 6:30, considering I missed all yesterday. So, and I missed 8:30 on Friday. So, yeah. See you guys.